Good morning, good morning, good morning. welcome to welcome. I'm laughing at B King. She's dancing. Um she's supposed to be on the show today, but she's 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 dealing with other things today. Dealing with other things today. So it's gonna be me and her talking to you from behind the camera. And so we're talking about let me finish the intro. Hey, I'm Sekou, and I'm Sekou Wrights, and I am back in New York City, 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 and yeah, and so I'm back in New York City, and my flight was early yesterday, 8 a.m. flight, and I meant to set the show, right? I meant to set the show, but I forgot because I ran inside the airport. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking when I came down from New York, from Newark, I flew out of Newark, from Newark to Nashville, I was running. Yes, I was, but I was running outside that time. When I came down that time, it was nice. It was nice and warm, and so I ran outside and I had to run around the same courtyard, the same Hilton Hotel courtyard 1,000 times. I got so tired of running the same route. I was like, whoo, whoo, another one. Whoo, whoo. So anyway, this time I went inside the airport. Inside the airport. Now, it was interesting because it was a little bit harder. It was a little bit harder. So I had it set up in my mind. And I saw this thing on Instagram before called rucking, Rucking, rucking. And apparently rucking is running with your rucksack, which means your backpack. And I was like, oh, well, that's cool. That's what I'm doing. All I had was my backpack. And so I was like, all right, well, I'm going to ruck. But each hallway, each designation point of the airport was maybe about half a mile. I didn't know this, but I've walked it. I've walked it. It seems like forever. Right? It seems like forever. And I walked it, but I ran it, and I was checking my watch. I was like half a mile. I was like, oh no, I got to run back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. And so I was doing that, and then by the end, it started getting good to me. Like around point 0.7, it started getting good to me. And I started, running through the airport, looking at things, and I found some other things that were surprising. I found out that Kijiji Coffee has at least two different locations, one on this wing and one on this tunnel, and the other based on this tunnel. That's interesting. And then I saw Nashville, wait a minute, Prince's Hot Chicken. Now, Prince's Hot Chicken, for those of you that don't know, he is the generator of the person who started the hot chicken. That's where I heard it. He started the hot chicken, and everyone else came from him. But anyway, he's got a location in the airport. And I was like, I've heard about this. People are like, oh, I gotta go to the airport get some hot chicken. They were complaining about coming all the way out to the airport. But anyway, I found it. I was like, what? Hot chicken. And so so that's a hot chicken. And now Kijiji Coffee is a coffee shop that was down the street from us. Down the street from us on Jefferson. And it was good coffee, but it wound up, and I thought it was closed for a long time. And then I was surprised that I saw it at the airport. And now I see it in two locations at the airport. So he has clearly stepped up. He's leveled up. So it's a black-owned coffee shop, and Prince's is a black-owned food shop as well. So there you go. I found these places completely unbeknownst to me because I was running around the airport. so that was cool. Anyway, that said, that's what I have for you in terms of the view of the airport, Nashville Airport. And now I'm gonna talk about some other things. So first of all, I am I am trying to get my.
Trying to do.
See, she says that, but I'm trying to get my picture of her taking pictures of Nelson. Nelson's right here. He's right here, right next to me. He's right here. Now, Nelson, I was tired. For the record, I was tired. I didn't sleep well last night, and the night before, and I was like, off. And so I got in, and then I fell asleep. And then she showed me, she took all these pictures of this of the cat, Nelson, and investigating me. My mom asked if Nelson had discovered me yet. If she discovered me yet. I was like, discovered me? But then she showed me all these pictures, and it was true. Nelson was like, and I'm trying to find it. Let me send it to you. I gotta send it to you. This thing, this show, because I don't think I'm gonna remember. So I'm sending it to myself. I'm sending it files, and I'm gonna send it. So hopefully it's gonna work out. I'm gonna.
Talk about other things while
but
you're
I'll talk about other things while I'm doing that. Just speaking with her spot wisdom. Spot wisdom. So let me see, where can I go though? I know I need to go. I need to go there to okay. So that said, okay. Oh no, now it's a video. How do I do a video?
Same way.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm saving this video. Save all. And anyway, while we're talking about that, we're going to talk about some other things. So what did we want to talk about in terms of no, not really. Huh? Oh yeah, so yeah, I called. See, Mom, I called them. I called Bygraves from the shuttle coming in from the airport. I called them, and I already got it set a meeting with him for me and Fee, because we got to get our things together. So I'm telling you, I'm calling him all the time. There's no ways of how you're supposed to show up. Just call him. Call him. Call him. So yeah, I got him set up. So that's going to be important. And what are we talking about? We're talking about money and how the money. Well, first of all, it's getting the money to Charles Schwab. Getting the money to Charles Schwab. That's the key thing. That's the major thing. Get the money to Charles Schwab. Now, once it's there, you can move it around. Right? Now, what I was talking about with Bygrave is the fact that my money is just sitting there. In one of the accounts, the money is just sitting there on the it's just holding there. So that's still good because Bygraves, they will Charles Schwab will pay you 4% for your money just sitting there. Now that's good. 4% is good, but we want to get close to 10%. We want to get more per money that's staying there. So we having a meeting with him to make sure our money is getting 10% versus 4%. 4% is good. 4% is good, but we need to be getting the best possible income. So that's what we're going to talk to him about. Okay, now let me see if I can get this photo. Let's see if I can get this photo. I'm gonna have to load it as a preload video. Yeah, I'm gonna have to load it as a preload video. Okay, add video clip. Let's see. Yes, but yeah. Yikes. Maybe this. Yes. All right. So while that's uploading, let's talk about something else. Let me check the comments. See what else talking about. Okay. Let's see. Fatima West is saying, I have to reschedule my call for the young adults in my family to get them put on now. Yeah. The thing is, though, I'm not dissing you, but I'm saying that me, when I was young, I wasn't listening. I was not listening. I wasn't listening to other older heads telling me what to do with my money. I just wasn't. See, the money, there's this book, The Psychology of Money, and the thing about money is that we expect money to be about math, right? Math. We've done the math. Here's the math given to you. But the person receiving it doesn't receive it that way. They receive it in terms of emotion. Like what emotion have you given them? Have they watched you have? So it's difficult. It's difficult to get people that are not you to understand money. That's my bottom line. That's the bottom line. So it's better for you to do that for them, to do it for them and keep it out of their reach. Keep it out of their reach. Because listen, I right now would have $1.5 million. I would have at least $1.5 million, right? If I just not sold the stock that my grandmother gave me. That's it. All I had to do was just not sell it. But I was like, oh, I'm about to sell this money. I'm about to sell it. About to sell it. You know what I'm saying? So I sold it. But all I had to do was just simply not touch it. So if my grandmother gave me like half of it as a token of gratitude, and the rest of it was hidden away, I still have, the half of 1.5 million. I still have close to a lot of money. I'd have a lot of money. She had given me, I want to make sure I'm getting clear with this. If she had given me half of the money, if she had split the money in half, and she had given me half, but held half away and hid it away from me, I wouldn't have these issues. I have the money here because my sense of money had to catch up with itself. And the younger you are, the more you're like, money. Like they're not ready for it. You have to put the money away for your child, for these young folks. You got to put it away for them, and then let them grow into it. Okay, did I get that right? Okay, so she's nodding. She's nodding. Okay. Oh, wait. Here we go. Who we gonna go? They're gonna listen, and I just need them to start earlier. And now I know better. Do I need to pass on the knowledge? So I'm excited about them getting in now. I'm sitting with them. They're understanding the long process. Yeah, okay. I hear you. I hear you. But I'm saying, as someone who has lived it, I was saying my mom told this story this weekend while I was there. She told my friend Rush how I was involved in money when I was a child and how I was interested in interest, right? And so I found out that if I gave the bank my money, they give me back a couple cents worth of interest, right? And I was like, oh, it raises the money. And so I kept my money, right? And I kept my money, and then that died off around college or so. So what I'm saying is I did it, but it wasn't enough. Because saving money was enough. That wasn't investing. Saving money and investing is two different things. Saving money and investing is two different things. And what I thought I knew then ain't nothing. Ain't nothing compared to what I know now. So you've got to take the reins. You got to take the reins. You have to know what's good for them. You have to explain it to them, but you got to assume control. You got to assume control because you know you're gonna be mad if you give them the reins and then they go blow it. And and then the money's gone. You know what I'm saying? So you got to explain it to them, but you need to explain to them while you have control. Hey, look, this is what I'm doing for you. This is what I'm doing for you. You don't have money, you don't have access to this money, but this is what I have access for you. This is what I'm. Please tell me to slow down. Okay. Okay, so I'm excited. I'm excited. So what I'm saying is, I have lived it. I've lived it, and that's just my $1.5 million is just one of many stories I have, right? And what I'm saying is, it took me until now to realize it and to really, really incubate my thoughts around money, right? And so it wasn't until now that I caught up with it. So I'm telling you, you must do it and then offer it to them as you do it, as you keep control. Don't give the control to your kids or young adults. Don't do it. Don't do it because I'm here to tell you. I seem like a bright, intelligent, articulate kid, but I just blew the money. I blew the money.
So they may have a different experience. They may have a different experience. So people have to do what they think is best and have their own experience and see for themselves. Even with your great counsel. Yeah.
What's saying?
I'm saying that no matter what you say, like you always tell me, when I was having you talk to my cousin Rosetta, and you know what people need to do, but people are going to do whatever they want to do, no matter what you say. So you're the messenger.
Yes.
You're not tied to the result of other people's actions.
Yeah. So Free King was saying that I have to be the messenger, right? Because once I put it out there, once I give it to people, I'm going to share another story. I gave this story to someone, and I told her exactly what to do. She said she had a little bit of time. She had a lot of money and a little bit of time. So I told her exactly what to do. But she couldn't do it because it was too much for her. And she said she was going to do a small piece of what I told her to do. I was like, what? Well, I just told you what to do. But she only could do a little bit because it's not about math. It's about emotion. Not about math, it's about emotion. So Ashe. Anyway, let me put up this cat real quick. Here we go.
I wanted to join this unit to bust dealers. I fucking both them. Whatever you got going on the side. I don't want any part of it. I didn't become a cop to break the rules. So what happened in the pub? It's not breaking the rules? I was following orders. Is that what you call it? Get out. Now, hey, where are we?
Yeah, so that's funny. The cat investigated me.
He was concerned, like he was doing a wellness check.
He was doing a wellness check.
Like, wake up, Papa, wake up.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see what Reverend Mel is saying, you are absolutely right. My girls asked me what I was going to get them for their 18th birthday. Zola is talking about the car she wants. I told them that I'm opening a Roth IRA for them.
Yes. Woo!
Yes. Yes. You heard P. King get excited. And that's what you have to do. You have to do it in such a way that you have control over it. You can't give it to them. You can't give it to them. Because Mel's kids, they've been in it now. They've been all the things you can do. She's been teaching them well. But still, she's still accepting everything. I mean, kids, there's so much info about money and how to spend it. This is what you've got to do. This is what you've got to do. You've got to do what basically what Mel did. You have to do basically what Melvin did. Melvin did. And could you bring the blinds down?
Rev Melissa.
Yeah, Rev Melissa. Yeah. So you're opening a Roth IRA for them. All right.
With Bygrave, I'm sure.
With Bygrave, I'm sure you working with Bygrave because I got everybody working with Bygrave. So if you don't have Bygraves, thank you, Steve. Then you want to make sure that you capture your guy, whoever your guy or girl is. You want to go to Charles Schwab. Sure, there are other places you can go. But I have my experience with Charles Schwab, right? And that's been what's been serving me well. All right. Okay. Let's see what B is saying to me via text instead of yelling to me across the thing. Roth IRA, OMG. They'll be talking about you and raising you in 25 years from now. Excuse me. Yes. They won't understand it now. I mean, I'm sure Reverend Melissa's her 18-year-old, she's like, what? You can put in the money? I want the money now. You know, there's some element of that. But you've got to put the money aside for them. You got to put the money aside for them and make sure they can't get it. And you can't time it by age either. You can't be like, all right, maybe 20 years old, maybe 30 years old. You don't know. So you've got to parcel it out. And so, but the bottom line is you have to have a nest egg bundled up with your young people's names attached to it. All they need is that. All they need is this and the names attached to it. This is an important secret. They don't need the money. They do not need the money. What they need is access. No, not access. They need to be able to claim the money, right? So they go somewhere into something and they say, and people ask them what their money is, they give their name and they go and look for their name and they see that their name is associated with this money. They don't have access to the money. But the fact that they have access to the fact that they have money waiting for them. Waiting for them. Yeah, kind of, because it's not you. I'm saying this that is a secret, right? This is a secret that rich people will tell you, right? If they like you, you can have the money set aside, and no one has to have access to it. You can have it just sitting there, but your name and your children's names and everyone's names is associated with it. Is a trust, right? It's a trust. Thank you, Pete. So it's a trust, and you don't have to have access to that money. You just have to have. You just have to be able to tell people like, yeah, I got the trust, right? People will be able to look it up and go, ooh, that's a big trust. You know what I'm saying? So don't think about it in terms of money that you need to give them to them and let them do it. No. You need to create a trust and build it and build it and build it. Yeah, here's Reverend Melissa. They are not excited about it at all. Yeah, they're not excited about it. They're not excited about it. And your kids, Reverend Mel, have been in it. They've been in it because they've been benefiting from me and everyone else around me to invest all this money, all these things, and they're going to be pained by this decision for years, for years. And it's not going to be until much later that they will finally understand. They will finally understand what you did for them. When they do, they're going to be like, oh, I'm chilling. But it's going to take a long time. It's going to take a long time. Yes. Yeah, Black Grave. Yep. And they'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. All right. Okay. Let's see. What else you got? What else you got? Sekou would have 1.5 million today had he sat in the stock with his grandmother gifted him. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's all I had to do. Like, I mean, understand this. This was after my situation with my mom, where I was like, oh, if I spend money with the bank, I'll receive interest, right? I already had that. You'd think that once I got this big lump of money of stocks that I would just be like, oh, I'm just holding. No, I went and spent that money on the studio, right? And that's it. And I spent all the money. I didn't save a little bit of money. I spent all the money, right? And so if I had saved even $100, even 10%, like $400. If I spent $400 of that, then I would have been set for life. You understand me? Set for life. Set for life. But I didn't. And that's just one example, one of many examples from my life. One example from my life. There's a lot of movement in that category. All right. So yeah, come on now. Yeah. All right. So yeah, call. Yeah, I'm just reading the notes. Yeah, call them. Call Bygrave or call Charles Schwab. Call and get involved. Get involved. So this is ending up being my main point today, is that you've got to manage the money yourself. Manage the money yourself. Because if you don't, you're going to end up giving your kids, your young folks, the handle, the handle of the money, and they're going to spend it. They're going to spend it. They're just like Reverend Melissa. Like, they're going to spend the money. They're going to go buy a car. And they're going to be like, oh, they're going to have that idea in their head, and they're not thinking about Roth IRA. They don't know what that is. No matter how much time you tell them, they're like, yeah. What about the car? Right? You've got to learn and do for your kids. You got to do it. Okay, folks. So there's my time. Hold on. Let me do this. I wanted to do it when they were 16, but you have to at least be 18 years of age to open a Roth IRA. Yeah. I did not know that. But yet again, there's something else that you've got to do. You've got to put it in their name at 18. You've got to do it. You can give them a little something, but you got to make sure that the meat of what you're doing is in your hands. It's in your hands. It's in your hands. All right, folks. Oh, wait a minute. Let's talk about this Wednesday. Yes, you're on my show Wednesday. So, yeah, so Wednesday, next week, Wednesday, Reverend Mel will be on my show, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. All right? Yeah, we're going to talk about it. All right, thanks for watching. say thank you to Feet King from yelling from the background. She's waving. She's waving. She's waving. And let me see. Where's my thing? Here we go. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. All right, y'all. I will see you later. And enjoy the rest of whatever you have. Whatever you have. Enjoy the rest of January. Talk to you later.